What is going on, YouTube? Patrick here. It is time to go over what sold last week, and I'm pretty excited because it was a good week, you guys. There's going to be a couple of sales that are going to look like they're the sale of the week, and they're not. So that is always a good thing in my book. So let's get right into it because I am excited. The first item up is a couple of DVD sets. You can see what they sold for there. $180, free shipping. Holy cow, you guys. I got these for $2 each at a tag sale a few weeks back. These were all Amber. She found them. And so I was really happy that she was just like, hey, what about these? And I was like, I don't care. $2 each. Let's just buy them. I was shocked when I got home, you guys, to find out how much they're actually worth. I put them up for 200 bucks. Was like, let's see what we can get. I probably would have gone as low as like 120, something like that. I got a couple of offers in like the $80 range, and that felt really low. They weren't in perfect condition, like a couple scratches here and there, and the disc holders were actually separated from like the binders, but I was like, you could probably fix those easily enough. So I finally did get an offer of 180, which I accepted, and the person who got them was really happy about it. So really, really happy about this flip, you guys. Okay, item number two. This is a Bose Wave music system, right? This looks kind of like crap. It kind of is. I definitely would not have bought this, but this was a friend of mine who just gave this to me. It was sitting in his closet for a long time. You can see it sold for like, I think $35 with free shipping. It ended up being about $19.90 after shipping. So not bad at all for something free, that's for sure. All right, item number three. This is a set of 6 Hardy Boys books. I've definitely talked about these a little bit in the past. They have a little bit of value. You can see this set of 6 sold for $10 plus shipping. So what is that, like $1.80-ish, something like that per book? It's not bad. You want to get these for, right, 25 cents. Not 50 cents is okay, but like you're starting to get into not great territory. At 25 cents is definitely better. I think I ended up paying $3 for this whole set, so it ended up being about that 50 cents. So a little bit higher than I'd like, right? $3 and a $10, but not terrible for it by any means there. All right, item number four, right? This is bread and butter, like reseller 101, Starbucks mugs. This one and the next one are going to be Starbucks. This one is in New York City. I think it was like Icons or Cities or something like that. It's not the You Are Here that are really the most popular Starbucks mugs, but not bad at all. I ended up getting this for like $2.50, I think, or $2. I had gotten this and like 6 or 7 other mugs that day from this one sale. I ended up getting a pretty good deal on it. And as you can see, this one sold for $10 plus shipping. All right, item number 5, like I said, also a Starbucks mug. This one is it's an purple ochre. I guess that's like the gradient that they're talking about there. I'd never heard that term before as far as a Starbucks mug, but that's how they were describing it. So kind of interesting. This one's same exact price, $2.50, sold it for $10 plus shipping. All right, item number 6, back to something pretty good. I think I was at a tag sale, which is a garage sale to the rest of you guys. That's what they call them up here in some of the states in the Northeast, tag sales. And my mother-in-law, Minnie, called me and was like, hey, I found a Le Crusade. Do you want it? And I'm like, well, how much do they want for it? And she says, $20. And I'm like, buy it. Buy it immediately. You guys know, right? Always, always, always buy them immediately if you find them, especially at that rate, at that cost. And you can see this one sold for $100 plus shipping. I think it's ended up going to Alaska, which I thought was really interesting. So hopefully it will make it there all right. I took out the extra little bit of insurance on it to make sure that if something happens to it in transit, that I can get some of my money back, hopefully. But definitely, right, anytime you can find these out in the wild, you're going to be doing pretty good. All right, item number 7. This is another kind of reseller bread and butter item, like a repair manual for a car. You really don't want to pay more than like $1 for these. Some of them can be doing pretty good in the $15, $30 range, maybe even a little bit more. I think most of them are going to be like in that $10 to $15 range. And you can see this one sold for, I think it was $7 plus shipping. So really not too bad, right? They fit into one of my normal sized boxes, put a couple bubbles in there from Amazon and make sure it doesn't bounce around too much. Boom, out the door. All right, item number 8. This one's a little bit more fun just because it's something that's a little unusual. This one's kind of more like reseller gut instinct, where I picked it up, scanned it on the eBay app, made sure it had some value, looked like it was selling for $20 plus shipping or somewhere in the range of like $30, $35 free shipping, something like that. And that's exactly what I sold it for. The good news was the sale I was at, I knew really wasn't charging a lot. So I only ended up paying $1 for this, right? So anytime you go $1 into $20, you're actually doing really well. And we get us to number 9. Speaking of doing really well, this was only $3 at an estate sale. I actually haven't shown you this footage just yet. So come back on Saturday. You'll see me picking this up in the wild. I found a couple other really interesting things at that estate sale, so definitely check it out. But you can see this, it's a crappy like 35 millimeter point and shoot camera, you guys, right? Like a couple of years ago, I would have told you these things were junk. I don't know why they're worth money now. And remember, we don't care why it's worth money. We don't care why people are buying these things. Our job is to find them and sell them. So $3 into 80, woo! That is a nice flip right there, right? All right, getting into item number 10. This one's a little bit of a bad story, right? You can see it sold for $15. I found this at a sale where they were looking like $25, $30 per, and I'm like, no way and how am I ever going to pay you that much? And the lady said, well, you can have 2 for $20. And I was like, okay, that's a okay deal. And sure enough, when I got home, both of them were worth about $15. I'm going to make no money on this. The good news is I'm not going to lose any money either, but I just hate having to list, ship, sell, all that stuff when I'm not actually going to make any money off of something. So lesson learned, I guess. Don't forget, pay only like $5 for Nordic wear. Item number 11. This is a Walking Dead comic book, right? It's a hardcover collected edition. I think I ended up paying about $5 for this, and you can see it sold for about, I think it was like $14 with free shipping, something like that. So it ended up being about $10. Also not the greatest flip in the world. I really thought these were going to be worth more than they were. I just paid them the $15 for the 3 books they had, thinking, hey, I did really well, and I really didn't. So, all right, item number 12, another book set here. This is The Warriors, The Prophecy, or something like that. Got these really cheap, also like $3. These were worth a little bit more at about $15 plus shipping. Not doing great on books this week. Not doing too bad, though. I really should have paid probably more like 25 cents each on these and get them down to more like $1.50. Maybe $2 for the whole set would have been a little bit better, but not too bad at $3 into $15 there. All right, item number 13. You guys can see it up on the screen already. I think probably, obviously, this is the sale of the week. This is pretty awesome. I paid $3 for this. This was in last weekend's live garage sale video. I ended up getting 2 other bats with it at the same time. Both of those were, I don't know, like $10 to $15 bats. So it was really odd that this one was worth $200. Looking at the footage, I think there was one other DeMarini bat, or Demarini, I don't even know how to say it. But it was covered in rust. So I don't know if that would have been worth picking up or not with the rust. My guess is no. So I'm glad I grabbed this one. I've just been trying to learn bats, like what makes them valuable, right? Some of the names seem to be good, not good, just depends on the bat. So this is definitely one of those brand names where I'm going to be looking out for these in the future. Probably you should be too. All right, item number 14, more books, you guys. Maze Runner box set. This is books 1 through 4. What's different, probably, as you can tell, I sold this on Amazon, you guys, not on eBay. I don't typically sell a lot of stuff on Amazon, but when I scanned this on eBay, it wasn't selling for more than like $10. And over on Amazon, it was selling for like $60. And you can see I didn't sell it for that. I sold it for $29. But I think I was into it for $4.99 from one of the local thrift stores here. So honestly, not too bad, right? $5 into 30, you're not doing too bad at all. I was hoping for that 60. That sounded like really good. Not sure what mine didn't have or what changed in the market or what happened, but for sure that price on the secondary market of Amazon really came down. I'm definitely interested, you guys, in getting more stuff up on Amazon, right? I'd love to be doing the Fulfilled by Amazon or FBA stuff. Just have not spent the time that I really need to do to be able to get there, but probably will, and hopefully will in the next year, I think. All right, item number 15. This is a Sony Blu-ray player. I had found this at a local Goodwill where there literally is no service inside, so you can't look anything up. You have to basically buy everything on gut instinct alone. And I saw this. I saw it was a 3D Blu-ray player, and I thought, Sony, let's just get this. I think it was $6.99, something like that. That's what I've got written down here. Was it $7? And then I get home and I look it up, and of course it's only worth about $20. So not bad, right? You're going to end up being about $13, something like that. Not great, not bad. All right, item number 16, a video game. You guys know I love selling video games. I bet you do too. X-Men Legends for the PS2. I had picked up, I think, a whole bunch of games. I don't remember if it was in last week's video or if it's in this week's video. I think it's in this week's video coming up. But I got a set of, I got a PS2 Slim and a bunch of games for like $30, I think. And this was in that lot. So getting ready to list that PS2 will probably get more like $70, $80 for that lot, which is really good. And then I've got a couple of these games that are in the $7 to $10 range that I can sell by themselves. So I had to just kind of make up a price for how much I paid for this specific game. I put $2 on it, right? And I ended up getting $8. I think I ended up having it at like $11.99 free shipping, something like that. So after shipping, it's going to be about $7.60, $7.60. So not terrible there at all. Especially for video games, right? Don't have to do much to get those out the door. All right, item number 17. This is actually pretty cool. Jenga, but it is Nightmare Before Christmas overlay, I guess. I know that's what they would call it, the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. They would call it a Nightmare Before Christmas overlay for that. This is just kind of co-branded maybe with it, something like that. I thought it was pretty cool. I paid $5 for this. And I think I had it up for like $30 free shipping, something like that. And so after shipping, maybe it was $25 for shipping, don't remember. I have it written down here that after shipping, it was $17.98. Not the greatest, again, like if there's been a bunch of these where it's like $5 into $18, $15, $20, kind of your normal flip, right? But I really liked this. I thought it was fun to have it and put all the pieces up on the table and look at it and then get it up for sale and take nice pictures of it. So that was pretty cool. All right, item number 18. You guys can kind of probably guess from the picture up there, this is a little bit weird. So, of course, that makes this one
Amber's Weird Sale of the Week.
When I bought this, she was with me, and she looked at me like I had 3 heads, y'all. She thought, I am crazy for buying this, and it took a couple months. It did, but it sold for my asking price of $30, and I was into it for $6.99. So 7 into 30. Now we're starting to get into that range of like not a bad flip at all. Much happier with this one. All right, item number 19. This was one of my friend Heather's items that she had given me a while back when her father was moving. We went through all of his stuff and picked out a bunch of stuff to list and sale, trying to help out with some of those costs. And I thought maybe I could get like $30 to $40 for it, and I ended up taking a best offer of $27. So really not bad. Since literally neither one of us had any money into this, we're only going to get money out. With any kind of commission like this, it's going to be 40, 40, 20, or 40% to me, 40% to Heather, and 20% is going to be set aside for shipping materials and fees, right? So all that kind of stuff. So after that, it's going to be about $10.80 go to me, $10.80 go to Heather, and then the rest of it goes to fees and supplies and stuff. So Heather, thank you very much. Item number 20. This is a similar story. This is my friend Matt brought over a bunch of his stuff. We went through it. Some really good stuff and a couple of things that were like, this kind of stuff where it's fair to middling. And so this is Rock Band 1 and 2. I put them up as a bundle. I think I had it listed at like $16, $17 free shipping, something like that. And ended up being like a little bit over $5 to ship it. So it's going to be about $11.27 after that. So Matt and I aren't going to be doing too much, right? It's going to be like $4.51 to each of us. Not too much money right there. Not too bad though. A couple of the other things that he brought over are worth a lot more, so he'll get a little bit more money out of this. All right, and item number 21. This is the last item this week. This is a Lego set actually. This is, or maybe not a set. They're like action figures, right? Like one of those things where you don't really see this kind of stuff very often. There's a few other lines out there, right, that have that type of set. But this one was called Galador, and I had never heard of this at all. I think it was probably something that was short-lived. But when I found it at a garage sale, I was like, these are interesting, and they wanted $5 for the whole little bin of them. I just bought them, you guys. I had no idea what it was, and looked like sets of them were selling for like $30, $40. Like if you had less of the McDonald's versions, which I had a bunch of them in there, and more of the regular figures, they'd sell for a little bit more. Or if you had the vehicles, that kind of thing, to sell for more. I don't know. I bought it for $5 and sold it for $30. I'm pretty happy with that, you guys. It's not going to be bad at all. So that's it. 21 items sold this week. So really good week. Especially with when you add all of it up, $837 in sales, you guys. That's a good week. I love being over 700. That's my kind of minimum goal that I want to have. And of course, like anything below that can be good. If it starts to get down to like 200, 300, you're just barely keeping the lights on, barely just paying the fees and paying for the cost of goods sold, basically, right? So not bad. I did end up getting 20 items listed. I still just can't quite crack to getting 25 listed, where I'm listing 5 a day, Monday through Friday. That's realistically my bare minimum goal. I think last year I was ended up doing like 7 a day, Monday through Friday. So I'm not sure why I'm so much slower this year. I feel like I've been selling a lot more stuff that requires testing, cleaning, that kind of things. So a little bit harder to work with. As far as hours go, I put in 11 hours last week. 2 hours sourcing, 4 hours listing, 2 hours shipping, and 3 hours into like research. Well, that's when I do any of my bookkeeping or when I go through everything I bought on Saturday when I'm out at garage sales. So all of that after our fees, let's see here, after fees was $130. So after you take out fees and cost of goods sold, which was $120 this week, hourly rate is going to be $54 an hour in profit over those 11 hours. So really good this week, right? My goal is $30. So anything above that is fantastic, and this is way above that. And it kind of makes up for the last few weeks where I was below it or maybe just barely making even. So it's kind of one of those things where it's all going to work itself out at the end. So I'm usually pretty happy about that. So that's going to wrap it up for this week, you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash that like button. I don't know if it helps out or not. Everybody else says it does. Who knows? I like getting likes. That's fun. I like getting comments too. If you guys want to leave a comment, that's always a good time. I know Amber's not really in this video, but people seem to like her too. Give her a hello in the comments if you like. That's always fun. She loves it, you guys. And if you're interested, go ahead and subscribe. Turn on the bell. I don't know. Do what you want. If you want to subscribe, that's cool. If not, that's okay too. I don't mind. It's fun to watch my subscriber count go up. I think the last time I checked, I was at like 359. So that is pretty amazing. I'm really happy about that. I really appreciate all of you guys who have subscribed. And I'll try and keep generating content you guys want to watch. But that'll do it for this video, you guys. Once again, my name is Patrick, and thank you very much.